Alrighty guys, so before we actually get into the video right here, just so I can give you guys a quick recap, a quick rundown of what's in store for you guys right here. We end up going into TOP, we spend 25 TP, right? We spend the entire 25 because that's the capacity that we were at. You guys might want to watch this at your own pace, right? Because it is a lot. It took me about 2 hours to actually get through the entire board right here. We did go ahead and go in with a girls team. We're going to go through all of the details and everything like that, but just for complete discretion, we did die 2 times. So we died 2 times throughout this entire run, but we still managed to end up at rank 1,104, still being in the top 2,000, still 100% guaranteeing our chrono crystals, right? And we still have a couple fights left to go. Those last couple of fights, I think it's 4 of them, they're not going to be included in today's video just because we did not have enough TP to go ahead and go through with it, right? So that being said, if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you guys do leave a like, a comment, maybe even consider hitting that subscribe button, and let's go ahead and dive right in. Alrighty guys, as you can bring us into the Dragon Ball Legends TOP walkthrough video. So this one is going to be a little bit different, as this is from the new not the PvP changes, but from the new TOP changes, right? In which we have like a different tier boost system. We have different characters in the Z tier itself, and generally just the way you play the game is just a little bit different right here, right? And plus we also are going to be burning through the entire 25 TP in one run, rather than breaking it up into 2 parts like how we usually would, right, just because of the fact that we were trying to get used to everything. So this is the team we're going to be using right here. Make sure you guys do put on equips, right? That is probably like the biggest thing that I can go ahead and tell you guys right here before we actually dive into everything, is make sure you do put on the equips just for reference right here, just so you guys can know my key restore speed has not been worked on at all. And I at some point I kind of like did this intentionally, right? One, because you guys probably don't have them at higher key restore speeds either. I don't think they even give you enough time to do so, right? Unless you actually, because obviously you can go ahead and do the Let's Fight stages every single day, but you cannot, I don't think it's enough to get every one of your units right here all the way to Friendship Rank 10 unless you do it from the story mode itself, right? Which can be a bit of a pain in the butt, right? So you can see right here, the only one that's Friendship Rank higher than 1 on my main team for this is the purple Chi-Chi, right? And some of you guys have been asking for replacements for the 1000 day Bulma. I honestly don't think it's a big deal if you guys actually pick up a character from C tier, if you guys really think it's going to make a massive, or not C tier, I'm sorry, not C tier, well, yeah, C tier. If you guys think it's going to make a massive difference, losing out on just 120% bonus, I think will be, I honestly think it'll be okay, right? I think you guys will still be okay with getting the 1000 CC. We just give up on a little bit of the bonus. But that being said, let's go ahead and dive into our pathing. We're going to be taking the easiest route. Another thing too is just to make sure that you guys are setting your characters to the right like strategy, right? For example, this Bulma defaults on strikes, right? But when I actually check her stats and stuff like that, she has a higher blast attack stat. So I'm gonna go ahead and just do that. All right, well, here goes nothing. Let's go ahead and start off with this stage right here, all the way to the left, Fifa Stage, right? It is against this fight specifically. I think we're going to be a-okay right here. I just want to see the damage. I want to see our key restore speeds, all that good stuff. For this formation, I'm just going to do it like this, I think, right? Just bringing in the purples and the reds right here. I just want to be as much type neutral as I possibly can. I don't want to take too much damage on someone that's going to have type disadvantage or anything like that, right? So let's go ahead and dive right in. All right, so for attack order here, I know generally, just assuming, just based off the key restored numbers, is I'm gonna have like a red attacking first, and then 2 purples, and then a red, and then a purple. It looks like, right? It should. So let's get a let's go ahead and get a green out of the way. Ooh, let's get this Shisami out of the way. Let's get this Frieza. Go back to a purple. Let's get this guy out of the way. Or I mean, not a purple, a green, and then get another green, and then the cooler at the very end. I think this is okay. This is, keep in mind, this is a little bit of a experimental phase. All right, so coming out of that one right there, that they were a little bit tanky. We did take a little bit more damage than I wanted to, but look at the points already. 1.7 million points. That's something that you never really see just on the very first match, right? Just without any sort of win streak bonus at all. So you can already kind of tell like the potential of what this team is going to be reaching right here. We did get the full kill, which is still good. I mean, like I said before, I don't know if I said this at the beginning, but because of the fact that my Great Saiyaman 2 is only at yellow stars, only at 7 stars, she is not at the red star level. I really do feel like she is going to be dying very early on. So our first impressions of this team, so it's basically with this setup I had right here was like a red purple in terms of attack order, but the Videl takes so much damage, and so does Chi-Chi. Obviously Bulma is doing pretty great right here, I think, but let's go ahead and keep moving on. All right, next fight, Fifa Stage, right to the left of us. This one's a little bit annoying because this is still a taunt stage right here, right? It may not be taunt to Gohan, but Toppa will absorb all of the very first attacks, right? So we just got to kind of play around that a little bit. All right, for this one, this is the formation we're going to be using right here, right? There's 2 blues on the enemy team, so I want to take as least amount of reds as possible. I'm still going to be bringing in Rosie right here. I'm a fan of her key restore speed, right? And obviously, Great Saiyaman 1, or Great Saiyaman 2, she takes a lot of damage right here. And so I'm going to go ahead and bench her as well as the Videl counterpart. I'm not going to lie to you guys, I'm like all messed up right now just because oh my god, this season is just difficult, bro. Even with the easy path, like I'm a little bit stressed out right here. So for attack order here, we have no choice but to attack Toppa first, right? So Toppa goes first. I might as well just go ahead and just try to get him out of the way. Then we can go for, I kind of want to get this guy out of the way just because he's yellow. We do have multiple purple units on the team right here, right? And then I guess we can go for someone that is type neutral to it all. Then we'll get this blue Frieza. He does have a cover change, I believe, right? Or is it the other blue Frieza? Because isn't there 2 blue EX Friezas? I can't quite remember right now. And then Dispo, and then UI Goku at the very end, just because he has the unique gauge thing that none of my characters can really like go through or anything like that. All right, so that one we did have to rely on the rush, which is very unfortunate. 1000-Day Bulma taking a lot of damage right here, which is not good. I'm not sure if I'm gonna have to start benching her or something right here, right? She cover changed, and the thing about Bulma is just because of the fact that she has that like cover change where it doesn't matter who she cover changes against and stuff like that. She cover changed against the yellow Bojack, bro. Like, come on, of all people, the yellow Bojack, that's who you're gonna cover change against? Oh my goodness. Either way, still getting a ton of points right here. Alright, so next fight is another Fifa Stage, right above us right here, and this one can be annoying. We've struggled with this stage before, just with regeneration, right? Just because of the amount of people that can inflict you with can attack, including the purple God Goku, the Janemba, and the green Gogeta, but we have to just deal with them accordingly. Alright, so this is the formation we'll use right here. I think this should be fine, theoretically, right? I'm just worried about this Bulma right here. She's already at 53% HP. If she can get some substantial heals off right here, though, I think we will be in the clear, right? I wanted to get it to like 60 or 70% HP at the very least. All right, let's see. For this one right here, because we can't avoid this guy's, when he inflicts can attack, we can't avoid it, right? There's no way we can avoid it. This guy, he does get a super attack, right? He gets a super attack here, so I kind of want to go ahead and just target him first. That way we don't have to deal with him. And then after him, I think we will just go ahead and get another purple script, because I think it's going to take the entire first time to go ahead and just take him out anyways, right? Especially since we're going to be inflicted with that can attack. And then after that, I think we can go for a blue here. All right, we'll go for a blue. And then we'll go for a purple, a blue, and then Janemba at the very end, because like I said before, Janemba will inflict us with can attack once we do hit that blast card, so I'd rather him do that while he's the last man a part of his team. Alright, so the EX girls actually work really damn good together. I'm not gonna lie. I really like the synergy between the Rosie Kunkunza and the Rosie. I mean, not the Rosie, and the Ribrianne right here, but look at my 1000-Day Bulma, bro. Look at, dude, these units are dog water. They're absolutely, we still got the full kill though, 1.8 million points. I think I'll go ahead and take that regardless. I think we're gonna have to bench the 1000-Day Bulma for now though, and just kind of like, just stretch her life a little bit more. Alright, but next fight is Fifa Stage, but this one is a relatively easy stage. I'm not too worried about this one right here. I don't know if I bring in Bunny Bulma, 1000-Day Bulma here though. I feel like I should, just because he has 2 purples on the team, but I don't know, I guess we could. Alright, so this will be the formation that we use right here. I think it could work out, could not work out for us. I'm not too sure. I do have the 1000-Day Bulma in the sustained damage cut tile thingy right here. Hopefully she won't take 1 million damage. Hopefully she just won't die right here, right? Because we're literally like 4 fights in. This is awful. But let's go ahead and do it like this. Alright, so obviously we do have to get the Gohan out of the way first. He's the first priority. We don't want him to generate multiple super attacks. Let's try to go after Beerus, right, before he inflicts us with can attack. Let's go for Whis, Bulma, Piccolo, and then the Shallot at the very end. Alright, so we're still surviving with our lives right here, right? 2.1 million off of that? Really? Really? Okay, well, we got the full kill. Once again, Bulma is like on the cusp of that. I truly believe with the amount of points that we're getting right here, though, guys, like I don't think we need to live through that the entire board. I do think we're gonna die. I'm gonna state that right now. I do think we're going to die, but I don't think that's any need to panic. All right, next fight, Fifa Stage. This is our 5th Winstring Bonus, right? So we should get a good amount of points from this. We've talked about the stage already just a little bit. I need to avoid the Frieza super attack, right? Absolutely have to avoid the Frieza super attack right here. I think I'm gonna actually bench my purples, and we're gonna swap over to strike based, I believe. All right, so this is the formation we're using right here, and you do see me swapping over to strike based on all of my characters, right? That I need to. So Rosie, Ribrianne, this purple Mai right here, and that should be good right there overall. So let's target our yellows and our blues first. Kaioken has to go first because he can super attack on the start of turn 2. Then let's go for an easy target. We'll go with this Zanya, and then we can go for Frieza, right? I believe, hopefully we can go for Frieza and kill him. Remember, we're not going to take the risk of getting hit by a super attack from him just because we swapped all 2 strikes. And then we'll go for Namek Goku, and then we'll go for these guys at the very end. All right, so once again, we did have to rely on the Rising Rush right there, but we did get the full kill. Basically 2.5 million points right there. The units are getting beat up. My units are getting beat up just 5 fights in, stuff like that. Like I feel like we're gonna go like 10 fights and then we're gonna die. But the next fight that we're going to be taking on is this 4th stage right here. It is relatively easy, right? It's not the worst stage in the world right here. This is a stage that we frequently go up against as well. It's no Sun Family stage or anything like that, right? So let's go ahead and just jump into this one. All right, so this is the formation we'll be using right here. Make sure you guys do set the characters that you swapped over from strike to blast back over and so forth, whatever, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and just do that right now. Like Rosie, she was definitely blast based right here. Mai was definitely blast based. Okay, I think we're okay right here, right? She's a melee, yeah. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and do this. I do have Great Saiyaman 2 on the special move tile because she's going to be able to get her gauge right here, and we can definitely make use out of that, right? She's going to be attacking towards the end due to her low key restore speed. All right, so for attack order, I kind of want to just get the Cell out of the way, right? Because I feel like the Cell, because he provides debuffs and stuff like that, if I remember correctly from his TOP kit. And so I wanted to go ahead and just alleviate that a little bit. Then we'll go for a green. We'll actually go for double greens right here, right? That way we can just focus them off. And then we'll go for Heat Dome Trunks, Kakarot Goku, and then Gotenks at the very end, just because that's when Gotenks will detransform. He'll be in a weaker state. Once again, had to just go ahead and die right there, right? So that's a little bit unfortunate. It's 2.2 million points. Or not necessarily that we had to use the Rising Rush, not die, but we did die. Rosie died, right? Specifically, our Rosie did die right there. Yeah, so this is what we're looking like right now. These characters seem to be, right, like the purple Mai, the purple Chi-Chi, and the red Videl seem to be fairly durable. Rosie definitely was squishy. Great Saiyaman 2 is definitely squishy. Cocoons is even kind of squishy as well. Obviously, the free-to-play Bulma, the 1,000-day Bulma as well. So I'm kind of just still, we're gonna die. We're on the road to death right here. Is basically what I'm saying. All right, but next is another 5th stage, right? And keep in mind, this is the easy route too. Like this is the easiest route that I could have made right here. 5th stage. It is against Rival Universe. Right, there is a couple of problematic units on here, but it's nothing that we shouldn't be able to handle, I believe. All right, so we're going to end up doing it like this. Hopefully this does work out for us. We're going to be getting the super attack with Chi-Chi right here at 97%. She won't get it unless she gets hit. She's at 97%. Maybe we'll get it to 100% on turn 1. I'm not too sure. We'll go ahead and have to wait and see. But I have very... Because, wait, no, it is 3%, right? We do get a 3%. Because for some reason, I'm stuck either between 2% or 3%. I'm not too sure. But let's go ahead and just dive in like this. So this may sound a little bit unorthodox because I know my purple Chi-Chi's getting her super attack here. But I want to get Chomp out of the way first, right? Because at the start of turn 2, he can inflict us with can attack. I don't want to deal with that at all. So we'll try to get him out. And then we'll deal with the Kakunza probably by second turn. And then we kind of can just go for whoever here, I believe. Right, like for example, we will let's go ahead and say we just go for there's Rosie, and then we'll go for this guy, and then Brigadma at the very end because he does have the barrier, right? He has that barrier, so we'll save him for last. All right, so we weren't able to get the full kill right there, which is actually pretty bad, right? But we still got the 2 melee right there, so I guess that's still something rather than nothing. Bro, this team is so bad, dude. It's actually just annoying. All right, so next fight, 4th stage, right? It's this team is actually kind of tanky. I'm not gonna lie, just with that Sword of Hope Trunks, he can be a little bit problematic right here. Some of our units are going to die right here for sure. Let's go talk about our formation, I think. All right, we'll do it like this here. Let's try to keep that free-to-play Bulma alive as much as possible, right? She's literally on the cusp of 10% HP, bro. 10% HP in a dream. But let's go ahead and do it like this. All right, for this one, I honestly don't really know how to approach this. I want to go for an easy target here, though. Low-key, that way we can just go ahead and get these enemies out of the way as quick as possible. We'll go for this guy, and we'll go for the Super Vegeta. We'll go for the father and son, actually. Super Vegeta, and then Trunks, and then we'll go back to another green. This Vegeta blue, this red Gogeta, and then this Trunks at the very end. I know it sounds counterintuitive to take out this Trunks at the very end, but every time we hit him, he does get stronger. Right, and or he's going to attack harder. He's going to start stacking his damage inflicted buffs and stuff like that. Plus, he's fairly tanky, so I think saving him for last is the best bet. All right, so we we did it. I mean, we still got the 2 million points off of that. Chi-Chi's going hard, bro. Chi-Chi's actually pretty damn good. I think that Chi-Chi is probably like my favorite amongst these guys right now. Right, she's doing good damage and she's able to tank it fairly reasonably as well. We did get the full kill, although we did have to rely on the rush. Alright, next fight is a 3-fist stage, so we should be able to get through this one. Alright, 3-fist stage, it does have a Vados on it, right? So it's a Godiki team. There's still some annoyances here, right? Because you have support from Vados, you have a strike card mitigation from Gogeta Blue, you have the UI gauge from UI, you have Vegeta Blue with this blast cover change, you also have Beerus with the Cannon Flick attack on turn 2. So there's a lot of stuff that they're doing here, unfortunately. Alright, but this is the formation we're going to be using right here. I do suspect more of my units to die right here, but again, I don't necessarily mind them dying. Alright, so for attack order here, let's take out Beerus, right? That way we can avoid the can't inflict attack thing he will do at the start of turn 2. Then Vegeta Blue, just in case we can salvage saving our red unit right here. Then we'll take out the support from Vados, we'll take out Gogeta Blue, Rose, and then UI Goku at the very end, just because of that UI gauge is going to be... I mean, we could probably take out UI Goku a little bit earlier, right? Because either way, we're going to have to deal with some annoyances within the kits, right? The UI gauge and then the Gogeta Blue covering against the strike card. Had to use Rush again there. I should have went for UI Goku first instead of the Gogeta Blue. I forgot that once you do, actually, when Gogeta Blue actually does get his counter off on you, he does inflict you with can attack, right? So he's the one that should have been saved for the end, not the other way around right there, right? So only, for a 3-fist stage still, only getting 1.7 million points, I think is phenomenal. Alright, so next we do have our 10 win streak bonus. We're dying here, bro. We're literally on the verge of death. So 10th win streak bonus. It is a 5-fist stage right here. I want to survive up to here, but I don't know if it's going to be possible. Legitimately, because I would love to die right here on this stage. I would absolutely love dying on this stage just because it's the Sun Family stage, right? But let's go ahead and dive into this one. Doesn't seem that difficult, right? There's a lot of EXs right here. Another fight that we have a lot of experience with. Alright, so this is the attack order we're using right here. We only have 4 units alive right here. Right, and the only reason why I bring Bulma and Rosie off the bench right here is just simply because they have better Z abilities. So let's do this. So I think I'm going to go try to just do this. Leave the EXs for the end right here. Right, and then just go like in a counterclockwise position. We'll go through Rosie first, Kakunza, GT Kid Goku. And then we'll go for the Gohan, Krillin, and Super 17 at the very end. Alright, so now we are finished with that fight. 10 win streak bonus. Still decent amount of points, though. Look at that. 2.2 million points. Wow. Wow, we only have 2 units alive, though. The next fight is death. Next fight is death right here, ladies and gentlemen. So honestly, because this is where we're supposed to go, is this 3-fist fight. Because it's going to set us back 2 fights, right? When we lose. I might just go... No, we don't want to do that. Alright, so next fight is going to be death. If we weren't going to die right here, I would have went for this stage right here. Alright, but just because of the fact that we are going to die, we might as well just go for a little bit higher of points. I don't want to do right here because it sets you back 2 spots, right? It sets you back 2 spots, and you can't replay fights that you've already done, so it would probably send me right here, and then I would have no choice to go on this green tile, right? I'm pretty sure that's how that works. So we're actually going to go over here and just lose to this fight right here. We'll still be losing to a Sun Family fight for you guys. So I don't think there's any need to go ahead and watch this one, to be quite honest with you. I'm just going to go ahead and skip this one. Yep, there's the loss right there. 3,612 points. I mean, we'll take it. We got some points. We got 0 kills. And then, yeah, so we get dropped 2 spots right here. Right, and then, because we can't, see, like I said before, you cannot redo. Oh, wait. You can? You can redo these fights right here? Because I'll just go back to this one on God. All right, so we do have key restore speed tiles here, right? So we're actually going to go ahead and take advantage of those. We do have Videl at 100% to her super attack. Both Videls at 100% to their super. Holy crap. Okay, we actually might be able to take out 2 yellows here right in one shot. She's coming up on her super attack as well. I think this is going to be solid. All right, so what we'll do here is we'll actually take out Rosie first, then Gohan, right? And then we shall go for, we'll go for the EX Krillin, we'll go for this guy, and then Kakunza, and then this guy at the very end. Alright, so that fight went excellent, right? Just because of the fact that we had 2 super attacks, though. 2.4 million points off of that. We are going to get a super attack with the Chi-Chi as well. So we take those, honestly. Look at now we're moving. Alright, so next fight straight ahead of us. Once again, it is this fight right here. We've already discussed this. We are coming up on some super attacks, though, so that's actually really, really good for us. Alright, so we'll actually do the fight like this. There's multiple greens, so we're going to go ahead and stack all of our purples here, and then just go for the rest type neutral with our reds, similar to what we were doing at the very beginning of the run. So in a similar fashion, I think we'll actually go for Kefla first. We'll get the greens out of the way first, might as well, right? And then we'll get this this purple cell, Heat Dome Trunks, Kakarot, Goku, and then Gotenks at the very end. Alright, let's go, dude. That was actually a very easy fight right there, and we almost still got 2 million points off of it. Still looking decent in terms of health and stuff like that. I'm actually very happy with that outcome right there, and we still are building up some more super attacks here as well. Unfortunately, now this is where we're surrounded by Sun Family fights, right? Look at Sun Family fight, Sun Family fight, Sun Family fight. Obviously, we're going to go for the easiest Sun Family fight. We're not playing to kill here. We are simply playing to live. Keep that in mind. I'm struggling a little bit with this team formation right here. I kind of do want to put Rosie on here, but I don't want to waste her super attack, right? I think it's going to be an absolute waste if we actually do use up her super attack right here, but bringing in 2 purples does not seem like the move, especially since there's 3 yellows, right? That's always a big no-no, but I desperately want to save her super attack. I don't want her to take damage because not only are there 3 yellows, but there's blues on there as well, Brent. So it's either way, it's like a loss right here. But like I said before, we just got to survive. All right, so attack order, I do believe we can just go ahead and get this guy out of the way, right? I think that'll be okay. We'll get Gohan out of the way, and then we'll get the Kaioken Goku because he's going to be the next biggest threat. Then I guess we can go for Goten, and then Bardock, Vegeta, and then the healer Birdku at the very end. Holy crap, that fight actually set us back like a million years, guys. Literally like a million. I mean, I don't know. We still got 2 million points off of it, but Jesus Christ, the damage that Grace him at 2 took, and Videl. I'm not Videl, Mai. It was pretty absurd, all things considered. We didn't get the full kill. We got 5 out of 6, but so I guess the point gain was still decent. All right, so now for the first boss fight, we are going up against the girls team, literally our girls team, kind of. Right, kind of. Literally, this almost a very similar setup right here. I don't think this is going to be an issue at all, especially because these characters are ranked at Friendship Rank 0. Our characters should be attacking faster and quicker, or faster before their lineup does, right? All right, so we're going to be doing this just in case. We're going to save Mai right here. She's going to be the one, like, just in case we have to sack someone off. I think that's going to be her best place right now at this point in time because she's already at 36% HP, right? So let's go ahead and just try to recover a little bit of our health here, I think. All right, so for attack order here, I know my Rosie's going to be able to get her super attack. So let's go ahead and just lead off with that onto the Ribrianne right here, right? And then let's get the 1000-day Bulma as well. And then immediately following suit, I do believe we can go ahead and just get this 18 out of the way, hopefully. And then we'll get the support from Vados. We'll get, or actually, we should actually do this. Right, we'll get Chi-Chi out of the way, then Vados, and then Kefla. All right, that one went pretty good, but we just used so many super attacks right there, which kind of is not the best thing in the world, right? I don't want to use like a million super attacks per fight right here because we kind of have to like save them and use them as we need them, but still 2.5 million points, can't really complain about that. All right, so next fight is this Fifa Stage right here. Goten is on it, so we do have that is a concern of mine, right? Goten is on here. We got to just be a little bit careful about that, but for the most part this isn't going to be too bad. All right, so this is the formation we're going to be using right here. We do see me having Videl kind of like out of formation. Typically I would just have it right here so she can get the support from Chi-Chi, but what we're going to be doing here instead is we're going to put it right here. That way we can just build up a super attack with her that we can use for the future. All right, for this one I think I'm gonna go for both of the yellows first. We'll get Goten out of the way. We'll get Goten, and then we will get Ribrianne, Alright, so Goten, Ribrianne, and then we'll go for this Kid Gohan, Great Tim at 1 and 2, and then these guys right here at the end. Alright, so that one that wasn't bad. It was a 3/5 stage though, right? You have to keep that in mind. It was a 3/5 stage, so you kind of like expect that one to not be bad. We are building up super attacks right here, so we're kind of like now we're going to be picking and choosing what super attacks we want to use where. So let's go ahead and move on to the next. Alright, so next we have this 5/5 stage right here against Rival Universe again. This is one of those annoying fights right here. Right, so let's go ahead and try our best on this one. Alright, so this is the formation we'll use right here. I'm actually going to sub out the 1000 day Bulma. She's already at 51% HP, so I kind of want to conserve her a little bit right here, right? This Chi-Chi's coming up on her super attack, so we should be okay in that aspect right there. Let's just go ahead and try it like this. Alright, so I do have 3 reds on my team, specifically so I can counter Champa, right? And I know my Chi-Chi's getting close to her super attack, and I probably should go after the green, but because, like I said before, I do have 3 reds on my attacking lineup, so I'm going to actually go for a Champa, and then this guy, we're going to go for Basil, right? And then after him, I do believe we can go ahead and get Lavender. Then we will get... Oof. We'll go for Kakunza, Rosie, and then Brigadma. Alright, so we did have to rely on the rush right there. Alright, 2.5 million points off of that. I took a lot of damage. And we weren't able to get the full kill, even with the rush. We rushed Brigadmo, and the rush wasn't enough to kill. So honestly, maybe we should have just went with this stage, because our win streak was already messed up, right? So probably should have just went with this stage instead. That's my bad. Honestly, that's my bad. Let's go ahead and move on to the next one, though. This 5/5 stage up here. Right, which is against the Gohan, right? Again, another stage that we are very comfortable with. Let's go ahead and dive into this one. Alright, so unfortunately, no key restore speed space here, which is actually really, really crappy. Let's see, how do I want to do this? Cause she's gonna get her super attack, right? I know Gohan's going to be attacking at the very end. Do we have enough damage right here to take out Beerus? And then Gohan, let's try it, I think. I don't know. This being a 5/5 stage, I really don't want to risk it. I think I'm going to just go ahead and just still go. I don't want to be experimental, so I'll go for Gohan first. I guess let's try to take out Beerus, right? We'll try to take out Beerus. We'll get Whis, Bulma, Piccolo, and then Shallot. All right. I guess that works out right there. 2.7 million points. Okay. I mean, I'm happy with that. Truthfully. Alright, so next we got this 3/5 stage right here. Alright, against basically sagas from the movies. I don't think this is going to be a difficult one. Just the reds I'm concerned about. I'm just concerned about these red units right here with the Kid Buu and this Android 13. Alright, so I'm actually going to go ahead and do it like this time around just to conserve some more health right here. I'm just worried about those reds again, like I said before. Let's go ahead and try it like this. I know my reds are going to attack towards the end here. Alright, so for attack order, I think my purples can handle Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Right, and then we'll get Bojack, because Bojack gets a super attack at the end of turn 2, so hopefully we do have enough time to go ahead and make sure he doesn't get that off. Let's go for an easy target after that, I think with this guy, with Super 13, and then we'll get this Transforming Gohan, and then we'll get Young Nappa and Kid Buu. Alright, so coming out of that one, 2.2 million points there. Not bad. Not bad at all, but Jesus, we're taking so much damage, my guys. Points are looking amazing, though. Right, points are actually looking amazing right here. We're not going to be able to finish the board for this video. It's something that I heavily miscalculated just because of the fact that we're dying. We might actually die twice here, right? But we're going to go straight up. We're going to go for this 5/5 stage right here, a fight that we've already come across, that we've already kind of familiarized ourselves with. So this should be somewhat okay. Alright, so this is the formation we'll be using right here, just purples, literally just purples and reds. I feel like this setup is probably like the best setup that's worked for us so far. Alright, so let's see, for attack order, obviously Goten has to go first. Once again, we'll take out both yellows. Alright, so we'll get Goten, Ribrianne, and then we will get this Gohan, Great Tim at 1 and 2, and then there's the same attack order we did last time. Alright, so coming out of that one, bro, like, 2 of our units died again. 2.7 million. The points are just so good, though. Like, look at this. The points are actually so damn good. So, we did get the full kill, but we also did... 2 of our units died in the process, which is not necessarily the best thing in the world. But we're going to go ahead and continue on. 42 million points, bro. With still a good amount of fights to go right here. Right, so we're going to go ahead and keep going straight up. This is going to be for our 10th Winstring Bonus. Right, and it just got this girls, so this is going to be a little bit difficult, especially without our Bulma, the purple Bulma, because we got to go ahead and really just hammer down on these green units. Alright, so this is what we're going to be rocking with right here. Well, we have no really other choice, right? We have to. 2 of our units are dead. But, you know, let's give it our best shot. Alright, so I think the best course of action here, obviously, we got to get both of the greens out of the way. I don't know if we're going to be able to do that, but we are definitely going to try. And then we'll get the support 21 out of the way. We have to get this purple 20 because she can start hitting a little bit hard, especially after she transforms and uses her green card and stuff like that. And then we'll go for Ribrienne and then 18. Once again, we do get the full kill. 3.7 million points off of that bad boy, by the way. 3.7 million points off of that. We did get the full kill there too, which is really, really damn good for us. We're gonna die again. We are literally going to die again. We are going to continue to go straight up here though. Right, so we will go to this tile, or dude, that stage is so AIDS though. What's right here? That's even more AIDS. Oh my god. Okay, we're going right here. All right, formation once again will remain the same right here, right? Just make sure you guys put your characters in their respective bonus tiles, right? Like for example, you don't want Rosie right here in a strike based tile because she's blast based, right? But Kakunza is strike based, so I'm gonna go ahead and slide her in right there. Alright, so once again, I think we will just go try to get Champa out of the way. First, Champa out of the way just because we don't want to get hit with that stun. We'll target Rosie here too, just because she has really high key restore speed. Then we shall go, especially because I don't want her to be attacking my Ribrienne and stuff like that, right? And then we'll go for, maybe we go for Basil here? Or would this be the easy kill? I think that'll be easy kill, and then we'll do it like this. Alright. Well, didn't get the full, still got a crap load of points. Look at, we didn't even get the full kill right here, where we didn't get the kill on 3 units, and we still got 2.4 million points. It just goes to show how broken the Z tier boost is. So now we just continue going straight up, right? Fifa Stage right here against Super Warrior. So this is generally an easy fight, but we are going to be losing right here. We only have 2 units. Only have 2 units alive right here. I suppose I can go ahead and just do this so we can get the better Z abilities and stuff like that, but either way, we lost. So I'm going to go ahead and be skipping this fight too. Dude, we still got... Wait, we won?! Dude, how? How did we win that? Okay, I'm not even going to bother watching it. Dude, we had like... Okay, we had 3 units alive right there. Okay, well, we killed 1 unit, bro. We killed 1 unit, alright. Alright, so now we're going to lose the next one. Now we're going to lose the next one. I'm going to just go ahead and skip this one as well. Because there's just no point right here. 0 points for that, dude? No, bro. 0 points. Okay, so now we get set back once again, right? And then we can just go back. We can go back to the Super Warrior space. We're back at full health, baby. We're back in the game. Let's go. This is going to be our last TP, unfortunately, right? But I will tell you guys the remaining path of which I'm going on, right? Because I don't think there's going to be a point in making another video in which I'm only doing 3 fights, right? So we'll go for this Fifa Stage right here, Super Warriors. We can actually do our formation now. You know, honestly, this works perfectly for me because there's 5 fights left, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I can still get a Winstring bonus here. I think this is actually huge. Alright, so this is the formation we're going to be using right here. We do get a super attack with Chi-Chi, so we're going to go ahead and be playing for that. Alright, so easily I think we go for Goku here, right? Because we're going to get that super attack with Chi-Chi. Then we'll go for Turles. We'll go for this guy because he has a cover change right on the strike card and stuff like that. And then we'll go for Krillin, Yamcha, and then Death Buff Vegeta at the very end. Alright, so coming out of that one, everyone's in great... I mean, Bulma is still going to be taking a decent amount of damage right there, but 2.8 million, almost 3 million points off of that. I think that's really damn good. We did get the full kill right there, all that good stuff. Alright, and so that being said, we only have 4 fights left to go, so we're going to have to hold off on those. We ran out of TP here, unfortunately, but that doesn't mean we can't look at the leaderboard right now. Alright, so top 1,000, right? We have the top 1,000 right here. Look at their points, dude. What team is this? Penguin? 74 million points this guy has. So he is essentially using a very similar team to us, except he has the blue Zangya on there and he has the Kale. I think the Kale actually does play a very big role in this. I think she's actually very good, but you need her at a high amount of stars, right? Her kit is actually decent. But my Kale, I think she's only like at 3 or 4 stars, maybe less than that. So obviously she's not really an option for me. I'm seeing a lot of people actually run that Kale. What about number 2? I'm just curious to see if the number 2 is also running the blue Kale and blue Fasha, right? Both of these units in which I have them at low stars, right? Kind of like unfortunate for me to use those. So these guys are definitely like up there in terms of team quality, right? So let's go ahead and look at our rank count. Look at this. Look at this, bro. We died 2 times, and we're in the top 1,000. Win streak doesn't matter anymore. Win streak literally almost doesn't matter anymore, dude. We're still in the top 1,000, and we're not even finished. Right. These guys are probably done. Like, these guys might be done. If they have, like, more survivability and stuff like that, these guys are probably done. We're not finished. That just goes to show how broken the Z tier boost is, bro. That's actually kind of crazy to me. All right, well, that being said, if you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, let me know in the comment section down below. Before we go ahead and actually close off the video, I will show you guys where I'll be heading next. So the game plan is I'll go to this 4th stage. Right, it's an easy stage right there, and then we will go to this 3-5 stage, which is not necessarily an easy stage, but it's easier than the rest of them, plus it's only 3-5, and then we'll go for this 4-5 stage, which is Rival Universe, which is kind of annoying, and then this one at the very end to go ahead and close it off, which is the Kid Gohan stage. So just go ahead and keep that in mind when you guys build up your TP and stuff like that. That being said, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm sorry for not including all the fights in this. I've been recording this for about 2 hours now, and I just don't want it to, I don't want to put a movie on YouTube, right? I don't want to, like, break my computer with all this uploading and stuff like that, right? But thank you guys so much for all of the support, and I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you guys so much for watching. Later!